Good day, good people, and welcome back to my channel. Now, tonight's video, I'm not going to hold you guys for that long, but there are definitely some things I would like to get into. But before we get into all that, if you're not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscription button, hit that notification button and bell so you can be notified every time I'm dropping a video. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and as always, drop a comment in that comment section. Now, let's get to tonight's video. So as I said in today's video, I'm not going to hold you guys for that long, but there are definitely some things I would like to get into, and we're talking about the situation with Diddy furthermore. Now, his lawyer has come out of the woodworks and has made a little statement. I'm going to let you guys take a listen to what he has to say, then I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
No, it's not planned. Certainly, it's not planned by us. I mean, he came here to surrender at a time agreeable to the U.S. Attorney's Office, and then they arrested him last night. I spent the evening with him. I was with him until about 1 o'clock. His spirits are good. He's confident. He is dealing with this head on, the way he's dealt with every challenge in his life, and he's not guilty. He's innocent of these charges. We know what the charges are going to be. Without seeing the indictment, it's going to be racketeering, it's going to be sex trafficking, it's going to be things along those lines. This is what we've been expecting since the searches in March. He, to his great credit, he voluntarily came to New York. Not a lot of defendants do that. He came to New York to basically engage the court system and start the case, and it'll start today. And he's going to plead not guilty, obviously. He's going to fight this. No, he's going to fight this with all of his energy and all of his might and the full confidence of his lawyers. And I expect a long battle with a good result for Mr. Combs.
Do you think he'll be released?
I'm going to fight like hell to get him released, and he should be released with all that he's done and coming here voluntarily. And guys, I'm going to cut it.
Now, as you guys heard what he said, basically Diddy surrendered and is just like, let's just go ahead and get this case over with. Of course, I'm going to plead not guilty because in my brain, I'm still not guilty. And it doesn't matter what the rest of the world thinks. It doesn't matter what the rest of the world knows. I am not guilty. And you even heard of the lawyer. When you got people like this pumping your head up because you pumping their pockets up with dollars, they're going to do and say anything. His lawyer is the #1. I'm going to fight like hell to make sure that he gets out and da-da-da. Boy, we know he's going to get out. Then he can go sit down somewhere. And then from that, we just want to see how this damn case is going to proceed. We already knew he going to plead not guilty. He been saying not guilty this whole damn time, knowing damn well that there was proof out there, evidence out there, a whole bunch of other stuff out there on this man. So we already knew he was going to say not guilty. We don't need you to come out and tell us that. What we want to see now is what evidence y'all got. Let us see even more than what we already saw, because what we saw wasn't really nothing. What we saw, basically, besides that video of Cassie, was stuff that we already knew. The video of Cassie was just proof. And to tell you the truth, I'm looking at this whole situation like this is about time. It should have been happened. And you know, I told you guys in yesterday's video, I feel so bad for the children. And not necessarily just the children, but those two twin girls in particular when we're dealing with the children, because all the other kids have one active parent still in their life besides Diddy. The two twin daughters do not. They do not. And it's pretty messed up. And unfortunately, with all this stuff, you know, coming out, it's just gonna put an impact on them. I don't know if they're, you know, I don't think that they'll change like their Instagram name or anything like that, but it's like, it's so much of an impact. And it's like, do you even want to be associated with this? And it's like, of course, that's their father and they're young. And even though they're young, though, they still understand what the hell is going on in the world. They still understand what people are saying. They still understand what people are saying about their father. And they still understand, they can go look up these charges and see what's going on. Like, you know, and what they're saying about their actual father and what he's done. I'm pretty sure that they've seen the tape. And if they haven't seen the tape because they don't want to see the tape, I'm pretty sure that their friends have told them about that tape. Like, y'all seen your dad? Like, somebody has said something to them. So the conversation is definitely there, which is already messed up. But what's even more disturbing is that, you know, we told you that Don had decided to come on out and to sue Diddy. And I told you guys that I thought it was quite weird, or maybe she may be really had some traumatic stuff happen to her, because all these years she's been saying he hasn't done anything to me. I don't have the same relationship that, you know, basically X, Y, and Z. My relationship with him was good. And my whole thing has been this. Even if things were bad and you didn't want to come out and say anything, you didn't have to go up on a campaign and talk about how good he was and how good he was to you, and y'all was trying to do music. Then you actually was on his 2023 album, okay? I think it was like a third song, but she's the third or the fourth song she's on there. Like, we already saw the evidence that you had displayed. And then your band member, I don't know how you pronounce that girl name, but y'all know I butcher it, so I'm just gonna have her picture posted. But she has come out with the statement and was upset basically because Don didn't mention her 33 times in her, lawsuit. And she's like, I was at the same places that you were, but my experiences with him were different. And to be honest, it was let known that Diddy was calling the girl 54 times a day, allegedly. And this is honestly why a lot of people are thinking that she was paid off. They're thinking that he probably did get a hold of her since he was calling her so much. And for her to come out with a statement like this, we're pretty damn sure that he paid her off in some type of form or fashion. And what people are not understanding is, I think, he did come out today and say that he's offering his own plea right now. He wants to, pay $50 million in bond bail so that way he can be out. And then he wants his traveling to be limited to New Jersey, New York, and Miami. And he says that he paid off the $18 million that he owed still on his Miami home, just in case he might have to use that Miami home as collateral or, for something, for one of these times. He said that he was basically preparing for the day that he got arrested. And like I told y'all, he's selling homes, he's doing X, Y, and Z. What is he doing all this for? He was already getting everything in order. He was taking his last little bit of vacations that he could while he could. You know what I'm saying? That's what the brother was doing. He already knew that doomsday was coming. I don't know why he's still thinking about planning, on claiming innocent, but you're not going to get away. And like I told you, it's been a trail of unfortunate events with people who have been around him. We didn't have a lady come out for over 20-some years now and to say that he was the one who, bang her when, Sean got the and nobody believed her. Nobody. There's been so many people that's come out and told the truth and said, no, I saw him. No, it was him. And nobody has believed him. And now that rabbit hole has opened up a portal that he cannot see closing, because it ain't gonna close. It has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and more expensive and expensive. And I feel sorry for them kids, especially them daughters and twins, because it's just crazy. You're doing all of this, and then the reason why they don't want to post the bill, or they don't want him to post the bill, especially now with this Don and this, I think her name is Kalenna, something like that, whatever her name is. I'm sorry for butchering your name, but whatever, him contacting her 54 times, they are saying that this alone will get him, this is a proof that, if he's out, he's going to be harassing witnesses. He's going to be trying to call them. He's going to still be trying to bribe them, the ones that he think he can, and give them a couple of dollars just to shut him up. And right now, we already see how desperate he is. He's already lost. We've already been privy, and once that video came out, everybody who was still up on his side left his side. You know what I'm saying? So he's already lost. Now we're just waiting on the outcome. But if he is out, I do believe that he will be contacting these witnesses like how he was contacting this lady 54 times. And you see what she came out and said, which was ridiculous. Because we all know that y'all group was done way, come on, man. And she saw some stuff. And just because let's just say that he was doing some stuff in front of her, but he didn't do it to her. You still could say that you saw some stuff, but he already gave her that hush-hush money, so she shut it up real quick and put up that little stupid post and is going to keep it pushing and going with her little career and let Don be out or whatever. But what I can say also is I wish that Don would have never been on his back and been so diddy, when she was doing all these different, releases and interviews and stuff like that, because if she would have never did that, then maybe she would have a little bit more whatever with people too, because it's like, man, what is you coming out now and saying something for? And if nothing would have ever happened to him, would you still be saying what you're saying now? Or would you continue to have been on his back like how you've been being? Trying to get on more music, trying to bring the group back and all this other kind of stuff. What's up? Anyways, y'all drop a comment in that comment section. Let me know what y'all think about all of this, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next video respectfully.